In today's video, I am going to tell you the 10 selfish things to do in your 20s and 30s. I know these things because I've lived and made it through all of my 20s and 30s, and I'm here to tell you what I wish someone told me when I was in my 20s and 30s. Trust me when I say that there are plenty of things that I should have done, as well as things I should have not done. And with that being said, I want you to definitely pay attention and stick around to the end, because there are quite a few things on this list that you may be doing right now that you probably should stop. And there probably are some things that you're not doing on this list that you probably should start. So definitely pay attention to number 4 on this list, because I believe it is very important for where you are in your life right now. So let's get to it. I really and truly thought long and hard about the information that I wanted to give in this video, because I want you to walk away thinking that you just got some real valuable information that will empower you to become fearless so that your current and future life can flourish. And I will say that although this information can benefit anyone under the age of 40, it is primarily for my millennial ladies who are unmarried or without kids, because being selfish is no longer part of the identity of us millennial married women with kids, speaking from experience. So starting with number 10 on the list, invest in personal growth and development. This is prime time to prioritize education and learn new skills that align with your passions. This can include formal education like college, reading books, doing research, taking courses, or pursuing hobbies that develop your creativity and problem-solving skills. Some of these actions can take quite a bit of time, and that is something you have plenty of time to do when you are younger and when you're single and without kids. So my suggestion would be take full advantage of the time now that you have to really invest in yourself. This is also the time to start saving, budgeting, and investing early as you can. Building a solid financial foundation now will give you more freedom and options later in life, reducing the pressure of financial burdens as you grow older. Doing this can be as simple as paying into a 401k through your employer if you're working a 9 to 5, creating a budget to know exactly what you have coming in versus what you have going out. Also, opening a high yield savings account to put some money inside, because you always need to save for a rainy day. I can't enforce this one enough. Please don't adopt the YOLO mindset, because the truth is you only live once when you're broke. You'll get that later. Number 8, travel and explore. Yes, please do this as much as you can. Go and experience different cultures, places, and people. Travel not only broadens your perspective, but also allows you to live in the moment without being tied down by your current responsibilities. And yes, I know traveling and exploring is not limited to when you are young, unmarried, and child-free, but I promise you, the experience is very different. You cannot plan or go on a trip without your husband or your child or children and not have to make prior arrangements for everything before you leave. And once you do leave, your mind stays preoccupied with what they're doing back at home. So trust me when I say now is the time to travel and explore, to enjoy your trips stress-free. Number 7, build a strong support system. Building a strong support system is important to do for every area of your life. Surrounding yourself with positive influences, people who inspire you, challenge you, and support you, and who are just there for you when you need them most. A good support system is detrimental to your well-being. Trust me when I say strong relationships are invaluable as you get older and life becomes more complex. And notice I said build a strong support system, meaning you don't have to have a clique or a group of 10 friends right now in your life. Good things do take time, and so does getting to know someone who is good for you. If you feel like you have a hard time making friends, or you don't have dependent family members, think about volunteering to meet other people. You can also attend a place of worship, or you can join a local community group or organization that may be in your city or area close to you. Some of the people in my support system consist of family and friends, and a lot of them I've met through all walks of life from different things that I've done. So don't be afraid to venture out to make friends. Number 6, set clear goals and boundaries. Setting goals early on helps you to have time to reach them. In the event they may take some time. For an example, it's kind of late to decide that you want to play pro basketball, and these are just examples, or join the military in your mid to late 20s and early 30s. Not that it's completely impossible to do these things, but it's definitely not as easy to attain once you wait till you get older. Once you set these goals, you should also learn to say no to things that don't align with your goals or your values. Because being comfortable with setting boundaries will help you prevent burnout, resentment, regrets in your future relationships, your jobs, and responsibilities. Trust me when I say, I would have saved myself from a lot of heartache and pain if I had set some boundaries early on in my life, especially regarding relationships. And speaking of relationships, the next selfish thing to do is number 5, amigo before mate, and date to learn, not to settle. There is so much that I can unpack in this one, but I'm going to save it for a later video because we don't have that kind of time today. But if you don't know, amigo means friend in Spanish. And so I believe you should be making friends with people before you decide to date them. And when you do decide to date them, make sure you are not so infatuated with them that you are not learning them. Make sure that they are who they say they are and that you are not settling for who you think you can change them into. Next is one that I believe is very important is number 4, focus on spiritual, mental, and physical health. Building healthy habits around your spirituality, mental health, and physical health is important because as you get older, they'll become part of who you are and also your character. I attribute this area of being selfish to one of the most important parts of being in your 20s and 30s. Learning who I was in Christ as I got older helped me to stay mentally sane. Really, it did. And because I valued the temple, my body that God gave me, I was careful as to what I put into my body as well as what I didn't put into my body. And if you're in your 20s, I'm sure you probably know what I'm talking about right now. When we're young, we get tempted with so many things and want to experience so many things. And so that's why I'm saying that your spirituality is very important in this area, because for me, it helped me maintain who I was and make the decisions that I knew would benefit me later and that would allow me to not regret the decisions I made. And this is so important because not having healthy habits pertaining to your spirituality could lead you somewhere you do not want to be. And of course, not taking care of your physical health can lead to all kinds of problems, some that are even deadly. So definitely put a lot of effort and time into this area of your life while you're in your 20s and 30s. This next one is one that I really wish I would have known to do, and that is number 3, pursue your passion without an apology. Dedicating time and energy to what excites and inspires you is so fulfilling in the present and future. Whether it's a side hustle, a creative outlet, or a dream career that you are wanting for yourself. If you focus on passions that you can't stop thinking about and love, that will give you so much fulfillment, and it will also help you to avoid midlife regrets. There are some things that I'm passionate about right now, and I was passionate about these things when I was younger, but I didn't pursue them like I should. And had I done these things years ago, who knows where I could be with those passions if I had pursued them like I'm trying to pursue them now. Next is number 2, experiment with different lifestyles. And no, this is not what you think of me. What I mean by experimenting with different lifestyles is to live in different cities, try new jobs, explore different ways of living. If you're flexible right now with your lifestyle, it will help you to understand what kind of lifestyle you may be ready to have when you're ready to settle down. For an example, I love the go-get-it mentality of a lot of younger millennial women today. They're fearless in their pursuit of going after what they want, and they go and get it. Of course, I recommend that you pray about everything, including where you move to, where you visit, and the job opportunities that you take. That's very important. And once you have peace about those things, do your due diligence and make sure you research all the details that are involved By all means, live your best life, but you want to make sure that you're doing it safely and that you're not at the wrong place at the wrong time. And this one rolls right in line with the next one, and that is number 1. Take calculated risk and embrace failure. Yes, make sure you calculate those risks. And what I mean by that is take them with full awareness of the consequences if the risk doesn't go according to your plan. Don't be afraid to try new things and make mistakes and learn from them, but you definitely need to calculate your risk. Taking risks now when you have fewer responsibilities will help you grow and lead a life where you have fewer regrets, like I mentioned earlier. Failure is a part of life. Do not be afraid to fail. I have learned some of my biggest lessons and got some of my biggest blessings from failing at something in my life. And I believe if it wasn't for those failures, I wouldn't have had the success that I had in them. I've heard the saying before that success is sucking at something before you're successful. And I believe that's true. So I hope you found this video very helpful for where you are on your journey right now. And if you did, please hit the thumbs up button and comment down below which one of these areas on the list that I mentioned that you believe you really do need to focus on that you haven't been. I will also be doing a series where I break down each of the areas that I mentioned in this video so I could go a little bit more in depth on each topic. So go ahead and subscribe so that you don't miss getting notified of the content that I'm going to be bringing that will allow you to flourish fearlessly as a millennial woman. Until next time, thanks for watching.